Right now, let's head on over and say good morning to Kevin Richards, Ventura Web Design. He's got some tips for us on apps that are handy for the holidays. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Alan. You getting ready for the 4th of July?
I am. I'm all ready for it already. I mean, absolutely. I've got my shorts on and I got my trunks back at home, and I'm ready to just go. What are you going to do? I mean, you hop in a pool and grab a few brewskis or whatever you got going, and that's it.
Well, that's perfect, and that's why we're talking today instead of Friday, because we're all taking the weekend off, right?
I certainly am, Ollie. Let me tell you right now. I got 4 days off, and I'm going to enjoy it with my family and my friends. But you have some ideas and tips on us for us on some of these apps. First of all, I know you want to talk about a Trip Advisor. Tell us about that. What's that all about?
There is. TripAdvisor is a pretty well-known, well-used website, and it's a great tool. It lets you find good attractions nationwide. The Fountains of Bellagio was actually listed as the number one attraction in all of the United States. You can see ratings on the different attractions, on different hotels, on different restaurants. And you've heard of Yelp, you've heard of social giving tips and tricks on how to find the best place to go.
Right.
TripAdvisor is a great website that I recommend everyone try out and use to plan their 4th of July trip.
So it will just give you ideas of attractions and hotels and anything else going on in the place you plan to visit.
Exactly, or it can give you ideas of where to go. You can click on the best of 2013. You can choose hotels for romance, destinations.
Really?
Beaches.
You can put down hotels for romance? They'll give you that too?
Absolutely. Let's see. The number one place is over in California. You should definitely check it out.
What's it called?
It is
the No-Tell Motel, right?
No, it's the Bartisono.
The Bartisono. Where's that located?
That's in Yountville, California.
Yountville. It's Yountville up in Napa area, as a matter of fact.
You would be more familiar with that area than I would, but yes.
Yeah. So really, that's the most romantic?
That's what they've listed. It says, we arrived with the intent to relax. The fireplace, giant jetted bathtub, shower, and outdoor shower, and fantastic bed linens definitely did the job.
Okay. Sounds okay to me. I mean, I like the idea. How do you find TripAdvisor, by the way? Just go to tripadvisor.com or what?
TripAdvisor.com. You can also download the app for your iPhone or your Android device. And I know you're planning to get an iPhone soon, so definitely have to download that app.
Now, do these apps cost money, by the way?
TripAdvisor does not. Some apps do. Like the other app I was going to talk to you about is the Weber's on the Grill app. It costs $4.99. You can grab it in the iTunes App Store. And the cool thing about that app is it'll actually tell you exactly how to cook your steaks and your meats.
All right. If you do pay for an app, is it a one-time fee or do you have to renew it?
The app is a one-time fee. You buy it and you've got it and you can download all the updates.
Okay. Just again, I'm new at this. We don't do that much with the BlackBerry, so I've got to wait till I get my iPhone. What about this Gas Buddy? If you're driving somewhere, what does that do for you?
Gas Buddy is a cool app because most people or a lot of people are going to be driving this holiday weekend, and you might be in an area that you're not familiar with. So what you do is you click on your Gas Buddy app, and it'll find you the closest gas station, and you can sort by the lowest prices, what's closest to you. It'll show you a map with the logos so you can see what type of station you're looking for. And the coolest part of the app is that it's crowdsourced. And what crowdsourced means is simply other people who are using the app keep it up to date. So you've got the most recent information available, and you can actually see the last time the particular gas station you're looking at was updated, whether it was 5 minutes ago or 5 hours ago. You'll know that information just at a glance.
And this is kept up to date by individuals who are posting there on a regular basis?
Exactly, and there's actually people who they kind of compete to see who can give the most updates and who can give the most relevant information, and it's kind of a fun, cool competition on your way to work or while you're out of town or whatever it is. It kind of keeps you engaged, and there's a lot of different communities online, and this is one of them.
So Gas Buddy can actually go ahead and tell you if you're in L.A. or wherever, it'll tell you, where the best gas deals are.
Right, it uses the GPS of your phone to identify your location, and then it uses Google Maps. It uses other tools to figure out where you need to go.
All right, and what is the website for that? Just gasbuddy.com?
Yeah, same thing. It's when you get your iPhone, you'll learn about the App Store, and you just log in and you type in Gas Buddy, and it'll be right there. It'll pop right up.
And once again, it's a freebie, right?
That one is a freebie as well.
Okay. Well, I like freebies. I mean, you're talking my language here. All right, stick around with me. I want to talk about this Google Waz, whatever that is, and also about the GPS apps, too. So stick around. We're going to continue our discussion with Kevin Richards in just a moment. He is with Ventura Web Design. We're talking about some of the apps that you might find come in handy this holiday weekend. Kevin Richards is joining us right now. He's with Ventura Web Design. Anyway, Kevin, thanks so much for being with us. Tell me about this Google Waz app. You wrote me about it. I have no idea what it is.
Google Waze is it's another crowdsourced app, and the neat thing about that is, when you use your navigation on your car, sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. We've all experienced that. So Google Waze, what it does is it uses the crowd again, and it solves those inconsistencies, because people who are traveling the same route as you are reporting what's going on the route. They report if there's a traffic hazard. They report if there's something wrong on that route. They'll even report if there may be a speed trap along your way.
Now, let me ask you, is this also a free app, by the way?
It is. It is.
Okay. And is it an audio or only visual? Because if you're driving, you shouldn't be looking down at your app while you're driving. So I'm just asking the question.
Well, Google is aware of that, and of course they're making it so that you can do so safely while you're using that tool. Now, all navigation devices, they always tell you you're supposed to take a look at where you're going before you get there, right?
Yeah. Okay, so they admonish you ahead of time.
Absolutely. Google Waze was an app, a standalone app, and Google just recently purchased that for reportedly $1 billion.
$1 billion?
$1 billion with a B.
Oh. I got to sit down and create an app. I don't know what I'll create. I have no idea what I'll do, but I've got to make an app. I'll sell it for $1 million. I'm easy, with an M, just $1 million. All right, so that's Google Waze, and that's what do? You go to GoogleWaze.com?
Yeah, just go to Google, type in Waze, W-A-Z-E. You can also find it in the iTunes App Store or the Android Google Play Store. Boy,
I'll tell you, you and I are going to have long discussions about this. I'm going to learn a lot about apps and the stores and all that stuff when I get my iPhone. All right, let's talk about something else real quickly before I head on over to Kathy Jung with our Pet Pick of the Week. GPSs are great and everything like that. A lot of people use them, but I understand that they drain batteries pretty quick.
Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind when you're utilizing your iPhone or your Android. You've got to really be careful with the battery life. You don't want to be on your way somewhere and keep the GPS on the entire time. And the neat thing about some of the GPS apps is they'll recognize that if you're not driving, they'll actually turn themselves off, so you're not killing your battery while you're sitting in your office. But definitely, when you get that iPhone, Alan, you got to be aware of that battery life, because you might end up with a dead phone before the day's over. Really?
iPhones, just real quickly, I've got to ask you this. How long are these, do the batteries last, generally speaking, if you don't have the GPS on all the time?
It really depends on how you use it. If you're constantly checking your email and you're constantly, looking at video on it, then obviously you're going to have a shorter battery life than if you're just taking phone calls and occasionally checking your email. There's also other settings that you can turn your email so that it only comes to your phone when you request it versus it being pushed automatically to your phone.
Okay.
But the general answer to that is you can go typically, at least a day on your battery life, a good solid work day. If you're at Disneyland, you can definitely, between shooting photos and communicating with the other members of your party, your battery life can definitely drain down. One trick there is to put your phone on the airplane mode so that it stops talking to all the cell towers and holds your battery life until you actually choose that you want to use it.
And you can also get those little, like a thumb drive. I don't know what it is, but you can plug something in where it gives it instant juice. Isn't that right?
Exactly. There's a couple different tools there. You can plug something into the bottom of your phone and make it kind of an extension of your phone. Then you can also get a battery charger that maybe you carry in your backpack and plug it in, and it'll charge your phone while you're walking around.
Great idea. Kevin Richards, I want to thank you very much for joining us. We'll do it again next Friday, not this Friday, but the 12th. And if you want to find out more about the Ventura Web Design, all you have to do is go to alanstock.com. On the right-hand side of the page, there it is, Ventura Web Design. Click onto that, the logo, and you will get in touch with Ventura Web Design and Kevin Richards, who runs the whole thing, basically. Kevin, thanks so much for being with us. Have a safe 4th, and we'll talk again next Friday.
Thanks, Alan. You too. Talk to you then.
All right, take care. Kevin Richards joining us from Ventura Web Design.